My story really starts where I grew up. Hi, I'm Campbell and I'm from Davidson, North Carolina. It's a pretty small town. I spent years around the same people, the same teachers, and pretty much the same routine every day. I really never had to step out of my comfort zone because everything felt so familiar to me. For a long time, I thought it was just the normal. I didn't have to question it. But when I got to Carolina, that changed so fast. I went from being around the same 80, 90 people every day to being on campus with, 30,000 people. It hit me pretty quick, and I didn't want to stay small and quiet. So I pushed myself and I tried to blend and I wanted to grow. So during my first year, I made myself actually go up and talk to people. I went to events alone. I sat next to random people in class and started conversations. I learned the best things happen when you take the first step, even if it feels uncomfortable, and I can still do that. That's where my curiosity started to grow. I started paying attention to different types of people, different majors, people's different backgrounds. I liked learning about what people cared about and how they saw the world. I realized how much you can learn if you're willing to ask questions and get to know someone. At the same time, college also brought me to be more ambitious. I wanted to be involved, and I also wanted to do really well. I wanted to actually push myself. This is the first time I wasn't just following the path that it was handed to me by my mom or teachers or whatever. I was creating my own. And stepping out of my comfort zone socially helped me in other areas too. Classes, clubs, internships, just social life. And the last part is adventure. Coming to Carolina for the first time was like my life really opened. New friends, new place, new experiences. I found myself wanting to try things I never thought back home. I learned that the more open I am, the more things, show up. It's kind of like when you travel and you see new places, you figure out where you want to live when you're older. When I look back at my origin story, it all comes back to the moment of stepping on campus and realizing the world is bigger than the bubble I grew up in. Once I let myself be uncomfortable, my life started to grow. And I think that's a long-lasting trait. And I hope to carry that the rest of my life. So after I graduate, I want to work in the startup world, hopefully, in a warm city, of course. Probably Dallas, Fort Worth, or Miami. I love the energy of startups and the fast pace, real responsibility, and you get to be around the people and good people and build something that's real and that's your own. I'm especially interested in product development. I did some this summer. I just like the idea of doing surveys and working with people and figuring out, what works, and improving it and watching it come to life. My goal is to join a team where I can grow, take on real work, and learn as much as possible in the first few years. I just want to be around smart, driven people and soak in everything and just learn from my own. And so if that doesn't work, then I've always loved sports. This is every sport. I would want to work in any pro sports team or league. This would be NFL, NBA, MLB, or even the PGA. I would take anything, to be honest. Social media, client relations, marketing, whatever gets my foot in the door. I grew up around sports, and I know work hard. I know I would have to work hard in that environment. I love being part of a team, though, and being around people that care what they're doing. I would willing to start low in that kind of area and work my way up, because I'm be working so hard because it's something I would really like to do. Getting to work in sports every day would be, the dream. So if plan A weren't to work, I would certainly go, chase that other path. Thank you.